Well, after stuffing around with radiator options, which I will work out, a couple of people on the forums have given me ideas. They all seem to work. It's time to stuff around with the air boxes, heating and air conditioning unit on the car. This car that I have did come with air conditioning, so I'm putting it back in it. Fun part is getting these in a state where they work again. So I've got what looks to be air conditioning and heating boxes. Now, I don't know much about these things, so I'm just going to clean them up the best I can, and then once they're clean and tidy, if I don't break any more parts on them, because the plastic is a little bit old, I will try my best to get them running again. I do need to get the 1GGTE compressor on the engine side of things, which I'll sort out again at a later date, but today it's time to play with these. So yeah, time to de-dust everything. I've taken the bolts out. There's numerous amounts of creepy crawlies in here. They've been beside my shed for 2 years, but it's time to pull them out and get them working. That little flippy plate looks to work okay. Bit rusty, but well, it works, right? Until it breaks, I'll use it. I don't care about what this really looks like a great deal, because it's underneath the dash, and again, as long as it works, I gotta fix that hole, which had one of the retaining brackets off it, and also this bolt just didn't want to leave, so I'm not even going to take that apart, or I will continue breaking this. I was wanting to pull the whole thing apart and get it as perfect as I could, but given how brittle these old things are, 40, 41, 42 odd years, I'm just going to clean it and put it back together, because I will continue breaking it. So yeah, got my dusty removal tool, don't even know. And this is basically just going to be a quick dust cobweb removal, bit of bug spray, bit of Baygon, and I think it'll actually come up okay. Hopefully I get some aircon again one time, because yeah, aircon in Queensland is a necessity. I ain't running this car without AC. Just not doing it. I need this to be comfortable, so yeah, wish me luck. Sorted. Alright, I don't even know what this is. Oh, someone's chopped that and pinched it down on itself. Man, who took this out of the car? I don't even know what's going on there. But I don't think that's supposed to be blocked. So this is, I don't even know what it is. What is it? Is it aircon? Looks like that's a drain plug for, I guess, condensation. I would say that could be it. I think it would go that way. And a cool old school, it says RPM fan high and low. It still does turn, but I don't really want to touch it. Yeah. Alright, time to rip it open.
What we do here is go back.
on to the final third chunky piece of this air conditioning heater setup. I do not really know. It looks like all the panels are working, which is really good news for me, because I don't like fixing things. So that there, when I put the little lever in, it will direct airflow to wherever the heck it's supposed to go. So, pretty stoked that that works. Oh well, same deal. Got to pull it apart and clean it. I'll see what's inside it. Interesting.
Fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your
Doesn't this look scrumptious? I don't know how well you can see that, but it's a little bit corroded. Oh well. Much better. that's about as clean as I'm going to get them for now. I'm a little bit doubtful about that heater core, but there's a bit of radiator fluid dried up inside. Not a lot, but just a little bit. So I got to keep my eye on that. If I decide to use it, I might try find one. I might be able to get this as a Toyota part. I have absolutely no idea. I have to do some research, but for the most part, it's back together and most bits are there, so I think it will work. I just got to figure out how they go together, which won't be too hard. It's like Lego. But yeah, I think I might attempt to do a test fit up in the car to see what I got to play with, because all of the normal pipe channels that send their air to the dash and all the air vents are out the back, and I still have all those, but there's no need to pull them out now. I'll get these mounted first and see if it fits. Well, I know it'll fit, it's just see if I know how to put it back together, and then work out some of the interior wiring as well. There's a couple of random plugs here, I just got to work them out. All this stuff. Big giant puzzle. Should be fun. Alright, so it does fit. There's a little tiny bolt there that it can actually hang on just to test fit. Now this is where the heater core goes out the flywall, at least what I think is the heater core. I'm pretty sure it's a heater core. Anyway, because I don't know what I'm talking about. It fits in there, which is great. I mean, it was always going to fit, and it's just a matter of getting it fitting good enough. There's a bracket down there which I'll put a screw into, that'll hold it in place. So that's good, and that's where it's going to go through the pipework to the windshield as a defogger, demister, whatever the heck it is. So let's go get part 2. Oh, another thing, as I was installing it, I was kind of questioning the room I had, and these are the 2 pipes that are connected to it. Then there is plenty of room between the firewall, the pipes, and the engine, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'll get the pipe work done at a much later date. Let's go part 2. Well, third piece is in, absolutely fine. It flushed up nicely with the original. 2 bolts up the top, put some nuts on them to hold them in place. Bottom one down there. Here is the drainage for underneath the air conditioning unit. Now I'm probably betting that will run down to that little hole grommet there, I hope. If not, I guess I could just run a tube straight out that rubber grommet there, but I'll work that out. That's good. So she went in easily, which is wonderful. Time for part 3. I'm under the assumption that I've put the second part in second when it should have gone in third. So this has to go up in place, that hole has to go into that bolt, and then the center bit can go in. See, right now I can't fit this piece in, and the way these plastics are shaped is so this bit and this bit are in first, and then the center bit simply slides in over the 2 and mates them up. So let's give that a go. Well, she's in. So that piece first, that piece second, this piece third, and it's all in place. I guess the hard part now is going to be getting all of the pipes and the vents in, which I am nowhere near ready to do right now because I still haven't even done sound deadening or anything yet. So it's all going to have to come back out again. So yeah, that'll do me for now. I'm just happy it all fits in, you see. I wanted to make sure I had all the parts. I'm really happy that most of the pieces, the arms still work, which is great. I am not very confident about the heater core in there, but you know, we'll see how it goes, and if it needs to be replaced, then it needs to be replaced. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this thing together. Oh, all right, I'm done.